All right, so we're going to go over how to go ahead and register and take the CompTIA Security Plus exam. So essentially, we just do it like normal. All right, so just open up google.com or whatever your search engine is, type in CompTIA, and you see that usually can come right up. CompTIA Security Plus, right? And it's going to take you to the page. Sometimes this might be an advertisement, so you might need to scroll down a little bit, but let's go ahead and just click it, right? So we click it and it comes up right here, right? So they have bundles if you just want to get the voucher. So here's the thing: don't spend hundreds of dollars to take the courseware with CompTIA. There's just go through the course that I already have on Shea's Tech. That's more than enough with Professor Messer. You really don't need more than that. If you want to do some Udemy classes for like $11 or something like that, it's fine. But you really don't need to do that. You don't need to spend all of that money, right? So let's just click on the exam voucher. Now, when you click on the exam voucher, it's going to give you the price, right? So if you can get a discount from somewhere, then just use the discount. Generally, the way that works, you have resellers, they might make like $20, $30 off of a resell, but it's not that big of a deal. So put it in the cart, go ahead, sign in. Now, what I would recommend doing, right, is go ahead and create your account and log in. So I would say go ahead and sign in. And then when you sign in, that's going to go ahead and give you your actual uh, all of the stuff that you purchased under your account, right? So that allows you to get the bundles and stuff like that, and that's really it, right? So once you go ahead and schedule that and you get logged in, let me go ahead and log out, right? Let's log in under my certification account. Let's log in, my certification account. CompTIA store. Let me go to the CompTIA portal itself. Let me log in for the portal. Now, CompTIA's logins are kind of screwy, so just kind of be mindful of that, as you can see. So the store login is different from the actual portal login. So I just wanted to show you that of what that looks like. So this is the actual. So let me go back and show this to you. So CompTIA.org, if you click on login on their page, and if you see here this store, let's just go to CompTIA. The reason why I'm showing you this is because it's going to be a nuisance, right? Okay, click here and let's go back. Let's go back. Google CompTIA Security Plus comes up, go straight to the page and click buy now. And you can buy it right now, or like we had earlier, all this marketing crap, shop the bundles, and that takes you to store dot, and you see up top store.comptia.org, right? So let's go back again, click buy now, move this out the way, click on buy now, right? So just remember store.comptia.org, right? Now you see here, let's log in. And I know that they were working on the logins. I'm not sure if they fixed it, but let's see if it is actually working now. Single sign-on with Google Authentication. Okay, so this is my actual account, right? When you get your certification, you click on View Certification Status, and then you'll actually see your certification, right? You'll see it under the CompTIA actual portal, right? Now, let's go ahead and click on Shopping Cart. Let's refresh the page, see if it recognizes my login. Doesn't recognize the login, right? So this is one of the headaches of, and as you can see, there's no single sign-on for the CompTIA store. So this is probably something that they got to fix at some point, but just be mindful that that does happen. Let me refresh the page here, see what happens. All right. So their single sign-on is a little screwy. Just pay attention to that, right? Now, can you buy? Let's click on the store here, and I'm already logged in under the portal. But as you can see here, it's not single sign-on, right? So CompTIA is actually not a real big organization. Just so you're aware, they're not that big of a company. So at some point they'll probably fix this, but just be mindful of that, right? So your login for store.comptia.org is not going to be the same as your CompTIA login.comptia.org. And you likely will not find this really explained anywhere on the internet, but just be mindful of those things, those little nuances, because they can be nerve-wracking and they can be irritating. And if you get a access key, this is for a CompTIA training course. This is where you put the code in for your account and your email address. You know, if you want to schedule the exam after you pay for everything, right? So you click on My Exams. Okay. When you click on your exam, then from here, what I do, right? So you got some different options here, but what I do is I click on View Exams. Now, when you click on View Exams, you have the different options that are available. So the Security X, I'm not even going to go into that discussion. So CompTIA A Plus, let's go down to what you're taking, which is the Security Plus, right? Click on Security Plus exam. Then what I recommend to everybody, do your test on site, right? Don't be a hermit trying to take the test inside your house at your desk. Yeah, you might say, oh, but it's more convenient. No, the hell it's not. Proctors online can be a nuisance. I'm telling you, you have to move the computer, show the computer around the room. You have to go through all of these gymnastics. If you put your hand on your mouth, move your hand. If you want to save yourself some headache, schedule your exam in person at a test center, right? It's going to ask you for your photo ID, blah, 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 right? Let me move this up. Click on next. It's going to ask you for your language: English, Japanese, Portuguese, Spanish, Espanol, Thai. Okay, next. Then it's going to give you some price. Then you go here. Oh, look at this. Can't take an exam. Sorry. And then I didn't see this. Does not allow a previously passed exam to be taken. Okay, so if you've already passed the exam, you can't take it twice. All right, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so let me just go back to this. Let's click on my exams. And I actually didn't know that, to be honest. So view exams, which is fine, makes sense. Why are you going to take it again? And I guess if you're up for renewal, let's just click on A plus, right? A plus, which is 2 exams that you have to pass, right? And I think this is the new version now. In person, next. And then, oh, they got a lot more languages for A plus. English, French, como talez-vous, German, Japanese, Spanish, Thai, Portuguese, whatever. Keep going. All right. Pick my English language. Okay. Are you temporarily in another country and plan to take it outside the country? No. Right. And for you bootleggers out there scamming, cheating, CompTIA exams, your exam center, if it gets caught, you will invalidate all of your exams. You know what country I'm looking at? Anybody that's been on my profile LinkedIn knows what country I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm looking at you. So stop cheating. And I hope that you lose every one of your exams for your places that are bootlegging and scamming exams. Anyway, so admissions policy, click on next. That's where they give the candidate agreement, etc. Then you pick your local location. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, so it's going to give me locations near me, right? What I always do personally is I recommend going to a community college if they have it available. If not, pick a reputable company. Now, one of the ways that you can check and see if the company is reputable, let's just pick a random location, right? Instead of community college, let's pick Urban Geeks. Okay, then you can Google Urban Geeks and take a look at the outside, take a look at the Google reviews, see if it's a legitimate place, right? Not some craziness in backwoods somewhere. So, yeah, if they have a website, they've got Google reviews, it's likely good to go, right? You don't want to go someplace they don't have no reviews, etc. Okay, so anyway, so shout out to Urban Geeks. Popped up on here. Good job. CCBC, Community College of Baltimore County, et cetera. So any place that you want to go, just, check the place out. All right. So let's just pick 2. So we have some options here. Baltimore City Community College. Okay, the maximum 3 can be picked. All right, let me unselect somebody. Oh, CCBC. All right, let's click on Baltimore City Community College. Click next. And then it's going to give you some options. You'll see the different locations will have dates that basically you can do. I'm always big on weekends, Saturday and Sunday, because you're more relaxed, you're not working. I do not recommend taking any kind of certification exam. I don't care if it's the highest or the lowest during the work week, right? So if you're working, you do not want to be scrambling to go take an exam. Make sure that you can get some breakfast, you can take your time, get to the place early, park your car. If you want to review something like last 30 minutes or hour before the exam, go ahead and do that. But do not schedule an exam and you're scrambling to get to the location. You're rushing, you're flustered, you're breathing hard. Don't do that on an exam day. Please listen to me, right? I've taken many, many certification exams. Make sure that you're relaxed, that you're wearing comfortable clothes. Don't be wearing nothing tight. Wear some sweatpants or something like that, some comfortable shoes, some Crocs, whatever, shirt, loose fitting clothing, because you're going to be sitting there and you don't want to be stressed and in any kind of way to take your exam. Just please listen to me on that, right? Wear something comfortable and relaxed, right? So pick your option. Like you see, some places they won't have anything available. Like let's just pick Urban Geeks. Let's pick Saturday. Then you book your appointment. Then once you book your appointment, you go ahead and proceed to checkout and you pay, right? So you see here, it's $253 for one exam. There's 2 exams for CompTIA A+. And then you proceed to check out, pay, then you have your date scheduled, and that's it. And that's it, all right? So I wish you the best. I hope this was helpful. Once again, take your exams on site. I am not an advocate for any kind of remote proctor exam. After I've taken a couple proctor exams, and the first one I failed. The second one, I got into a back and forth with the proctor because I did like this during the exam, and she said, "Move your hand." I said, "Okay, no problem," and don't put your hand back, and just started getting real rude and nasty. So just be mindful that proctors can be a real pain in the neck to deal with, right? If you go on site, all you're going to do is they walk you to your desk, they log you in, they give you some instructions, they give you some stuff to scratch paper to write on or whatever. It's very comfortable, very relaxing. I recommend go on site, support some of these local businesses that are running exam centers. Do not take your exam online. And I don't care what anybody says, don't take your exam online. Go on site and support a local business or community college or whatever, and go on site and take your exam. All right. I wish you the best. I hope this was helpful.